Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I have another theatre vlog for you. So tonight I'm actually heading to the Lowry with Lawrence to the press night of The Boy at the Back of the Class. Really looking forward to it. Don't know too much about it. I know it's based on a children's novel and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'll get back to you now once I am at the Lowry. So we've just arrived now. Dad just dropped us off. Here's Lowry. We're just going to go and head in. So it starts at 7. It is coming up to 6:30, so we're going to head in now, get our programme, find out where we're sitting. I think we're in the stalls. And yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said, it's based on a children's novel, so I don't know if it's going to be like more like a child's show. But I'm looking forward to finding out, so I'll get back to you now once we're inside. Okay, so I just picked my programme up from the box office. Got about 15 minutes, I think, before we need to head in. So I'm just going to find Lawrence because he's disappeared. And then we'll go in and find our seats. Okay, so I found Lawrence and now we're going to head in. So we're going in door B today. We're on row L, seats 26 and 27. So I'm going to go in and find our seats because I think we've got about 15 minutes till it starts. So let's go in. So yeah, door B is just around here. So yeah, here we go. This is door B. Just here, just waiting for Lauren. He's slowly walking up. Okay, so we're in our seats now. We're on row L. I'm in seat 27. This is our view. There's very, very loud music, so I'm going to have to go over this, but the view's really good. I'm looking forward to it starting now. Hi, so it's now the interval and I'm really enjoying it, considering it is like a kid's novel. The story is really strong and can't wait for the second half now, so obviously I'll tell you more about it when we get home, but really enjoying it so far. So the show is finished now and I really enjoyed that. I thought it was really good.
I thought it was very interesting. Very interesting how they did it from a child perspective. The performance
it was really good.
Being children.
Consider it's supposed to be like more of a kid show. I really enjoyed it. I think there's lots of other adults there. I definitely would recommend it even if you're adult.
I would say it's just for kids. I think adults.
Yeah, I think
for what
as well,
messages and what is telling. It's probably for adults.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Definitely recommend it.
Pretty good.
Tell you more about it when I get home, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. Hi, so it's actually now been several days since I went to go and see the boy at the back of the class at the Lowry. Fortunately, I ended up being ill the next day after the play, and it was also school holidays, so I just haven't had time to record this little review, but I'm going to record it for you now. So when this goes up, the play is probably finished at the Lowry, but if you did want to go and see it, I will link down below the official website, and it'll list all the places that it is touring to. So if you still want to catch it, that will tell you what theatres it's going to be coming to. So here is the programme. So this is what I went to see, the boy at the back of the class. Obviously I was kindly invited to go and review the show on its press night at the Lowry. The show started at 7 PM because it is a show which is aimed at children, so it has a slightly earlier start time. The run time for the show is 2 hours, which includes an interval, and the age guidance for this show is 7+. So we were sat in the stalls when we went. We were on row L, seats 26 and 27, and the view was absolutely brilliant for those seats. Loads of leg room, really comfortable. Definitely recommend them seats. I would definitely sit there again. This show didn't have any merch. I thought it might have. I thought they might have been selling the book, because I think people would have definitely bought the book, but I didn't see anywhere selling the book. I could just see the programmes, and that's all I could see them selling, and here's one here, and they were £6, so the usual price of the programmes that are at the Lowry. So if you don't know anything about The Boy at the Back of the Class, it's actually based on an award-winning children's novel by Anjali Hurov. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think that's how you pronounce his name, I'm not sure. And the book is the same name as the play, The Boy at the Back of the Class. Like I said, it's a children's novel. It's award-winning. I think children might actually study it at school. And the book has been adapted for the stage by Nick Ahad, and it's been produced by Rose Theatre and Children's Theatre Partnership. So like I said, the play is recommended for age 7+. I think probably a good age for it would probably actually be around the age of 10. It does hit on some quite sensitive issues, and I know my daughter, who is nearly 7, she would not have got this play. She probably wouldn't have enjoyed it. She probably would be too young. So I would say more on the age of 10 probably would enjoy it more. But saying that, as an adult, I really enjoyed this play, and so did my husband. So even though it says that it is aimed at children, there's definitely something for everyone in this play, and adults will definitely enjoy it. So the play is directed by Monique Turo, and it tells the story of Ahmet, a young Syrian refugee who speaks no English and has to start school here in England. So the play actually follows 9-year-old Alexa and her friends as they endeavour to find out more about the quiet new boy who sits at the back of their class. So whilst Alexa is in the playground at home time, she overhears some of the parents calling Ahmet a refugee, and this is a word that she's never heard before. She doesn't know what it means, so she goes home and asks her mother. So her mother explains to her what a refugee is. Alexa decides that she wants to befriend Ahmet and try and make him feel more at home here in England. So Alexa decides that a pomegranate would make Ahmet feel more at home. So her and her mum go on this quest to find a pomegranate. This brings a little bit of humour to the play, because obviously it's got a lot of quite serious issues in the play, and this was a bit of like humour where she's looking for the pomegranate, and there's a couple of fun scenes during that little section of the play. She does eventually find a pomegranate, and she decides to present it to Ahmet in the playground at school. Ahmet is so excited at seeing this pomegranate, it really brings a smile to his face. However, his smile doesn't last very long, because the school bully, Brendan, soon comes along and spoils it by taking the pomegranate off Ahmet. Ahmet then ends up getting into trouble for trying to defend himself, and he gets quite upset by this. So after Alexa gave him the pomegranate, he then starts to open up to her a little bit, and as his English has started to get a little better, he's able to tell her a little bit about his family and how he has become separated from them and how his parents are both away in a different country. So now that Ahmet's English is a little better, his teacher decides that it might help the children understand him a little bit more if he tells them a bit about himself. So with his help of his teacher, Miss Hemsith, Ahmet prepares a presentation about his journey from Syria to England. So in his presentation, we learn that he has become separated from his parents and that he also lost his sister on the boat. She actually died. So he's lost his sister. His mum became ill and she got left, I think he said in Italy, and then he got separated from his father when he got on the boat. So he doesn't know where either of his parents are. So after hearing all this, Alexa really wants to help Ahmet find his parents. However, after hearing that the UK government are about to close the gates to the country and not allow any more refugees in, Alexa and her friends have to work fast to come up with a plan to bring Ahmet's family back together again. So that is the basic story of the play. I found the story very moving, especially looking at it from a child's perspective. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought the story was really strong, really well written, and I really enjoyed it. So the set was designed by Lily Arnold. It's a simple set and it actually looks like one of those big climbing apparatus that you used to have in school gyms. And this covered the whole back wall of the stage, and it could be moved and folded in order to create new spaces, such as the walls of Buckingham Palace. They used it to create like a bus. They even used it to create like a TV screen. So the set's multifunctional and uncomplicated design allowed us as an audience to use our imagination when moving to different scenes, such as Buckingham Palace and Alexa's house and things like this. Because it was simple, you would use your imagination to sort of fill in the blanks. So I think the set worked well, even though it was quite simple. So the children in the play were actually all played by adult actors, and I thought they were all absolutely fantastic. The way they spoke and their mannerisms actually really made me believe that I was watching some mischievous and energetic 9-year-olds on stage. They all did an excellent job. Also, quite a few of them had to multi-role and not just play their child characters, they also had to play several adult roles as well. And they were able to slip between all these roles really seamlessly, and yeah, they were excellent. They were really, really good. So here is probably a good place to show you the programme, and I can show you the cast and their biographies. Okay, so this is the programme. As you can see at the top, it says Children's Touring Partnership and Rose Theatre. Those are the people who have produced the show. And then it says up here, Children's Theatre Partnership and Rose Theatre presents The Boy at the Back of the Class. Tuesday the 26th to Thursday the 30th of March 2024 is when it's at the Lowry. And then we have some adverts. We've got an advert here for 42 Balloons. Do actually have a ticket to see that, so really excited to see that soon. We then have a advert for Jesus Christ Superstar, 222 A Ghost Story, a chorus line, and Come From Away. And then here we have a little article, Hope for the Future, a note from the adapter. So he is the person who adapted the book for the stage. It says, Painting a Desired World, a note from the director. Costume and set design. So some information here on the costume and set design. So it says here the set consists of lots of moving pieces which allow for easy transitions across the stories. many locations, all of which take on different shapes and feels. The set is like a playground where the actors tell the story. So there's some interesting information on the set. And a bit about the costume design. O's Refugee Aid Team. Article about that. Then we have this page with some production shots on it. In sort of like a scrapbook style. And then we have here the cast list. So we have Priya Davdra as the mom / Mrs. Khan, Sasha D'Souza Willock as Alexa, Megan Greach as Mrs. Sanders / Swing, Abdullah Malik Jenner as Michael / Stan the Taxi Man, Petra Joan Affine as Josie / journalist, Joe McNamara as Brendan / Mr. Brown / Mr. Marbles / Queen's Guard 1, Ryan Rajan Mal, Offstage Swing, Gordon Miller, Tom / Frank, Farshid Rocky as Ahmet, Adam Sariji as Mr. Hart / Swing, Zoe Zack as Clarissa, Mrs. Grimsby, Mr. Irons, Mrs. Marbles, and the Queen's Guard 2. And then we have Dame Vanessa Redgrave as the voice of Queen Elizabeth II. And over here we have the creative team and the production team. And then we have the cast biographies. So here we have Priya Devadra. I'm sorry if I pronounce any of the names wrong. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. She was, like I said, Mum and Mrs. Khan. Priya is a British Indian actress based in London, and so I don't think she's done any theatre before. She's done television work and voice work. So it says she's most recently been in Queenie on Channel 4, Count Abdullah on ITVX, There Will Come Soft Rains, a short film, and also on EastEnders, where she was a series regular. That's stuff she's done. Then we have Sasha D'Souza Willock as Alexa. Her theatre credits include Disruption at the Park Theatre, Open at the National Theatre, and Juganta. So that's something she's been in. We then had Megan Greach as Mrs. Sanders / Swing. Her recent theatre credits include The Corn is Green at the National Theatre, A Fellow at the Union Theatre, Broken Biscuits, and also Romeo and Juliet. We then have Abdullah Malik Jenner. He played Michael / Stan the Taxi Man. So work he has done is he has filmed a short film, Said in Passing, music video We'd Be Good, and commercials for Starbucks, Currys and the Gym Group. We then had Petra Joan Affine. She played Josie / the journalist. Her recent stage credits include Princess and the Frog at Hull Truck Theatre, and The Hare, the Moon and the River at Tidal Tales Collective. Joe McNamara played Brendan, Mr. Brown, Mr. Marbles and the Queen's Guard 1, and his theatre credits include Witness for the Prosecution, Don Carlos, A Fellow, She Stopped to Conquer, and Uncle Vanya. We then had Gordon Miller, who played Tom / Frank. His theatre credits include an alternate for Scorpius Malfoy in the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Swing, understudy and assistant movement captain in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Gordon in FAC. Nikola Tesla in 12 Million Volts. And those are some of the things that he's been in. We then had Ryan Rajan Mal, he was offstage swing. His theatre credits include Diary of a Somebody, and we then have Farshid Rocky, who played Ahmet. His theatre credits include He Said, She Said at the Kiln Theatre, The Boy with Two Hearts at the National Theatre and Wales Millennium Centre, Flight at the Bridge Theatre, Elephant at the Birmingham Rep, and lots more. He's done a lot of work. We then had Adam Surridji. He played Mr. Hart / Swing. His television credits include 2 episodes of Casualty, and his theatre credits include Care and One Way Out. So we then had Zoe Zack. She played Clarissa, Mrs. Grimsby, Mr. Irons, Mrs. Marbles and the Queen's Guard 2. Her credits include The Devil's Hour, Doctors, Soldier On UK Tour, Finder at the Edinburgh Fringe, Pinch Punch at the Old Vic, and that's just some of the stuff that she has done. We then have the creatives biographies. Some information on the Children's Theatre Partnership, information on Rose Theatre. We have some information here on the Lowry support scheme, and then just some more adverts, and that is the programme. So I think The Boy at the Back of the Class is a great play for older children, exploring themes such as friendship, kindness and empathy. It educates young audiences on the plight of refugees and also addresses complex issues such as racism in a sensitive way, and helps to promote tolerance and understanding of others. Although the play does focus on some serious issues, there is some humour scattered throughout the play as well, so it doesn't feel too heavy for the young audience. So like I said before, I really enjoyed this play as an adult, and I would recommend it to other adults. You definitely don't need to be a child to enjoy this show, and it has something for everybody. And I personally would definitely be taking my children to see this show when they're a little bit older. Mine are too young for the show at the moment, but when they are older I would definitely like to take them to the show. I think it's really good play and something that will get them thinking, and I think they would enjoy it when they're older. So I rate The Boy at the Back of the Class 4 stars. Like I said, really enjoyed it, definitely recommend it. Unfortunately it will probably have finished at the library by the time this goes up, but like I said before, I will link down below the Boy at the Back of the Class official website, and you can see where it is touring to on there. So I hope you've enjoyed this little video. If you do enjoy these sort of videos, do subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified as soon as a new video goes up. I've got quite a backlog of videos to come. I've got things filmed. I've got Pretty Woman, I have Peter Pan Goes Wrong, I've got Come From Away, Sister Act. I've got a lot backlog to get through, so I've got all those to come up soon. So if you're interested in any of those, like I said, do subscribe, you'll be notified as soon as those go up. I've also got several tickets booked for shows as well. I have a ticket for Kinky Boots at the Storyhouse in Chester. I've got a ticket for Frankenstein at Liverpool Playhouse. I'm going back to see I Should Be So Lucky at the Empire. So there's lots and lots of things coming. Oh, I've also got a ticket for Aladdin at the Palace Theatre. So there's lots of videos coming, so like I said, if you're interested in seeing any of those, do subscribe and hit the notification bell and you'll be notified as soon as they go up. So yeah, like I said, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, do give it a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.